Hey homies, what's good? It's Chris and welcome back to the channel. The fall season is upon us and listen to me. You definitely want to make this fall side. You know what I'm going to say. Let's cook. When I think of fall, I think of Granny Smith apples, sweet potatoes, walnuts, cranberries, tons of cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, butternut squash, maybe a couple of drizzles of agave. I'm lying. Tons of agave. And you can't forget the butter. So you're going to go ahead and peel your apples, and then we're just going to dice them. So this is a Granny Smith apple. I washed and I'm going to go ahead and peel. Alright, so you've peeled them, de-seeded, and then I just like to put them in half. Work pretty quickly with them because as you can see, they're starting to brown a little bit. So I'm going in with 2 tablespoons of Irish butter. This is Aldi's version of Kerrygold, but we're gonna melt that off. My skillet is on medium heat. I'm gonna go in with my thawed sweet potatoes. They're not thawed 100% because I still want them to have that firmness. So we're just gonna go ahead and toss this, and then we'll add in our butternut squash right away. You want that to get really buttery and coated. Glossy. You want it glossy. really glossy. Next I'm going to go in with that butternut squash. Again, it's thawed, but not completely thawed. I added in my apples. I pushed my root vegetables to the outside of the pan and added my apples in towards the center of the pan. The center is going to be warmer, so I'm going to add a little bit more butter here to this area, and then I'm going to add my seasoning. So a little ginger, some nutmeg, and cinnamon. That's what I'm going to go ahead and add in. So I added in that Kerrygold butter. Let me grab my ginger and my nutmeg and my cinnamon. And then I'm concentrating up here because I want to squeeze the apples down, but I want them to still have some type of firmness. But I want to steam them down some. I'm going to actually get some vanilla extract and put it in here as well. I'm going to go ahead and add in some ginger powder. Just a pinch. Do not get overzealous with this because it'll take you a dish completely left. Okay? But this smells so good. This smells so good. When I tell you that this smells like hot apple pie in here, so remember we have our root vegetables, which is the butternut squash and the sweet potatoes in the back. But I want to work through these apples. It smells like a hot apple pie in here. Now, if you want more apples than root vegetables, or you just want to add a little bit more of everything, by all means, go ahead and add it. For this size that I'm making, I did 2 Granny Smith apples peeled pork and dice, and then I did the sweet potatoes and butternut squash. I'll put on the screen the actual size or the amount. I'll put on the screen the actual amount of each of the root vegetables. But this smells so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my fire down. Let me grab my vanilla. This smells so good. Now I'm going to take my time and mix everything together. Just gently mix everything together. Again, if you want to add more apples to this, you can. I'm going to mix everything together. And then I'm going to add in, after I give this a little bit toss, you can start adding in the agave to make the glaze. But this smells so good. Okay, so we're going to add in just a little bit of agave, but I added in a little bit at a time. Okay, so I want to say that that probably was about 1/4 cup. I want to add it in a little bit at a time because I want to fold this in just ever so lightly. I don't want to mash any of my vegetables and my fruit. Okay, we want it to still look appealing. I want to be able to differentiate between the squash and the potatoes and those apples. Finish it all off. And that is the perfect holiday side. It smells so delicious, guys. I'm going to drizzle it with my last little bit of agave. Give it a light toss, and then I'll go back in with the rest of my agave. But again, just a light toss. Okay, because you're gonna reheat this again. You can do this with fish. You can do this with baked chicken, but I am gonna do it with those grilled pork chops. And then these are my pork chops. They're marinating. I will leave the recipe linked down below to these pork chops. I'm actually going to put them in the air fryer. So these are juicy, marinated, air fried pork chops that I'm gonna do. The cut of meat I used was center cut pork chops, and they're fairly thin, but look at all that flavor that's going to be going through that. So I'll leave the link to that down below, but let me show you the side again. This smells so good. This smells so good. Oh my God, it smells amazing. This tastes so good, guys. But that's all the fall flavors. You have your walnuts, you have your cranberries, you have the butternut squash, your sweet potato, you have those apples. It just tastes like pie. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the perfect holiday side when I tell you that this serves up all of those fall flavors on one fork. I'm not joking. So if you like pie, you like yams, you definitely are going to like this. The tartness of the apples, baby, and the butter and the agave get together and they just do some things. I mean, definitely. I will tell you that I had it straight from the pan, hot. I had it room temperature, and I also had it straight from the refrigerator, kind of like a cold salad. Top 10, 10, either way. All right. Added the hash to my pork chops. I'll leave that recipe down below, and all I did was just sauteed some mushrooms and put that on top. Mushrooms and onions. But this is really, really good. I like it room temperature or chilled. It tastes so good. Thanks for watching, homies, and as always, stay safe.